So what kind of betting should I do when I'm in Vegas? Should I bet on the Bulls to win or lose?
You should bet on Stephen A. Smith to say something. That's got.
I'm sure there's probably somewhere where I could bet on Stephen A. Smith being president. He's like, Ninetales like 38.
Yeah, I mean, whether or not he's going to run for president.
I don't like celebrities to run for president. I think my stance on that, I think, is pretty firm there. I mean, if I could bet $20 on Stephen A. Smith being president, it's like, and it's like a 2,000 to 1 odds. Like, I mean,
damn, confused off the gate.
Confusion off the gate and raise special attack cut. That's a thing to do. Okay. I still think Como O has this one. I think
probably.
Yeah.
It all depends on who does what.
This is true.
Ninetales might get that big blast burn or some bullshit, or it might just get sacred sword.
Triple arrows, okay, that could lower defense or something, but didn't do any of the special things it could do, so that's fine. Okay, we got here, we got Icicle Sphere. Not the move I'd use on a fire type, but sure, okay.
You're not a Como.
That's fair. Was that mean look? Can't retreat.
All right. Ninetales playing it sneaky.
Playing it close to the vest. Gonna raise that special defense there. Okay, for Zap Cannon, which actually hit.
Oh, damn.
It lost if the didn't do charge there on that turn.
Well,
but the guaranteed paralysis and
brutal
last but not
swing,
least, brutal swing. Como advances. A lot more of your pseudos are making it on to further rounds. A lot of my pseudos fucking flamed out immediately. All right, Cresselia versus Whale Lord is the last matchup of the round of 32.
Dibs on Whale Lord.
Okay, then I'll do Cress again then.
Well, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, presumably Cresselia should win, but that's not how a lot of these matches have been going.
No.
Yeah, I guess we do have a lot that have moved on or not, but there are just some matchups that are like, this is a meme, and then, the meme wins. Yeah, Metronome, Heal Pulse. Oh, it healed Whale Lord. That's nice of it. Yeah, Ice Fang, though, it didn't freeze, which is a possibility. We haven't had any freezes that have happened in the Tournament of Power yet. That is surprising, too, with the number of ice moves we've seen used. Wind Bolt Storm, that actually hit. That's a surprise.
Damn. There's more freezing going on in your half of the tournament.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, U-turn, that's huge. This isn't looking good for Cresselia. It's not over, but it's not, gotta start making moves here. Or Aromatic Mist is not the move. Baby Doll Eyes, lower that attack.
All right, Whale Lord, this is it. The big move.
Spatial Rend.
Spatial Rend is
things,
a move.
Seed Bomb. Okay, that's not nothing.
Okay, all right.
As I say, it's pretty neck and neck. Mortal Spin, that's a poison.
Oh, okay.
That's a guaranteed poison. Fling, it flung its Quick Claw.
Oh, that hurt a lot. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Fling's a dark type move. Yeah.
Let's see what this gets us then.
All right,
Whale Lord could do it.
Something's over. Mach Punch.
Oh, well, then it's not
Luster Purge. It is Whale Lord.
There you go.
Moving on to the Sweet 16.
Fucking Whale Lord.
Fucking Whale Lord. Yeah. All right. Whale Lord advances here. Okay. So then on to our Sweet 16 round here. It is Baxcalibur versus Houndstone. We still got our 1 and 2. I think we got all of our
it's not letting
seeds
me
in here. Kep, I picked Baxcalibur. You picked Whale Lord. I don't know why. Try it again, but do it better.
Switch viewpoint. Main menu.
Go to main menu and pick fucking Houndstone.
I don't even know where Houndstone
40s.
is. 40s. Only Hypno succeeded.
I would say Baxcalibur has a pretty good chance of making it into your top 6.
He really does. For a Pokemon I don't give a shit about, and just sort of tossed him on there because he seemed neat.
He is neat, yeah. I'll give you that much, yeah.
We'll see though.
Okay, Glare, that's huge. Okay.
Big openers
right there.
here.
Guillotine, that would have ended it there.
Went for the head chop off. Didn't work this time.
Yep, and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, a little bit of acid, a little Dragon Hammer. Okay, that's a thing. Dragon Hammer being the signature move of Alolan Exeggutor, because Alolan Exeggutors of Dragon for no reason.
Well, yeah,
Head
it's a
smash
tree
is
dragon.
huge. Huh?
Classic tree dragon.
Classic
just like
tree
Tropius.
dragon. Yeah, exactly. I think there's like a legend of a Hawaiian tree dragon, I think is what it is. Brutal
I
swing.
mean, it could be.
Okay. So far, pretty even, though. Paralysis hasn't come into play yet.
Not yet. It'll
Drill
be
peck?
Drill
Okay.
Peck.
I would say Fluffy is doing a lot of work for Houndstone here. I don't think Thunderclap can work with Metronome. I think that's what we're learning. So I think when
Yeah.
you call Thunderclap, you just lose. Recover.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
Hasn't given up yet.
All right. Yeah. Fury Swipes. That does not going to affect the Ghost type.
Oh.
Side Beam. That's not nothing here. Yeah. We could be
It
looking
could
at an
be. It's
upset here.
chipping away.
Maybe. X Scissor. That's fine. Not going to do
Not
much.
great, but
Yeah,
still
Screech,
chipping away at each
okay.
other.
That's going to negate his Fluffy, so now contact moves are going to do a lot more damage. Okay, go first. Esper Wing, that is going to increase Faust Caliber's speed one stage. Tackle, that's, the move that you delete immediately.
All right,
That's
we're
a move
getting
you can
through
do, I guess, yeah. Okay, another
Volt
Tackle, that's
Tackle.
slightly better, but a Metal Sound, that's very vulnerable to special attacks here.
Let's see what happens.
Up. It's
Stone
over.
Axe.
It's over.
Stone Axe.
We have our
Bug
upset.
Buzz. I'll be
We
damned.
have our upset. Houndstone moves on. That's a pretty even matchup there, yeah.
Hot damn.
Yeah, I thought for sure the paralysis, but I don't think he ever got paralysis
I don't
once.
see it.
Yeah. All right, Sylveon versus Diancie. You got a pair of fairy types going up against each other.
I'll be Sylveon.
All right, I'll be Diancie then. All right.
Sylveon might not make it this time.
This is a hard matchup. It's not impossible, especially if it calls a steel type move. But yeah, it's a little tricky. I don't feel good about
Morning Sun.
Morning Sun on turn one. Sheer Cold. That's just trying to end it right off the bat.
Big bold attacks.
Big bold moves right off the bat here. Throat Chop not gonna do much on a fairy type. But Sky Attack. All right, so we know what Diancie's gonna be doing. It's gonna be unleashing a Sky Attack here. Okay, Leech Life. Well, that's not going to do much against a Rock Fairy. It's 4 resist.
Boom, there's that Sky Attack.
Sky
That was a big
Attack
one.
is huge. Let's see what he got here. We got Psycho Cut. Not a lot. Diancie's got pretty good defense. That Stun Spore's coming in clutch. And Diancie
Psycho
also
Cut.
is not a gender, so Sylveon can't, focus on getting it.
That's true.
Yeah, Morning Sun, though, here, that heals him up to full.
Damn,
but
another Morning Sun.
But that focus energy is big here. That's going to mean a lot more crits. Twister's not going to affect the Fury type. Drill Run, that is actually a thing.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger.
Yeah, okay. We're
Hits a little bit harder. Ooh, the paralysis kicking in.
Matcha Gotcha, that's going to heal Diancie a little bit.
Just a little bit, skis.
Just a little bit of Matcha Gotcha, yeah. Okay, Aqua Jet, not the best move. Could be better. Knockoff, let's get rid of the Quick Claw, which means Sylveon has more of a chance to go first now.
Yeah, but that paralysis just means it doesn't.
That's,
I mean, you can
yeah.
Sylveon can get the Quick Claw. Though.
Fury Attack, not going to do much on a Rock type.
Not this time.
It's not no damage, but it's not, like anything meaningful here. All right, what are we dealing with for turn 10? Turn 10, Inferno. That's going to
what
burn
does
up a
that do?
berry if he had a berry, but nope. Sylveon uses a Milk Drink. That's huge.
Damn,
Gonna get
Sylveon is just.
Just recovering. It's like he's lost like 200% HP at this point. It's just like, yeah, I'm just going to keep going. Fiery Dance, that can raise special attack, but it doesn't. So see what we're working with here. We're working
There's that
with
Quick
Rock
Claw,
Wrecker.
Rock
That's going to
Wrecker.
require a
Damn,
recharge turn.
that was
Solar
close.
Blade, that's also his charge move.
Oh shit!
That's a critical
that's
hit
a
on
big
the
hit.
Solar Blade. Now it just comes down to who's going to get the last attack off here,
Who's
I feel
getting it
like.
out?
It's Giga Drain. That's
Giga
going to make it a
Drain.
little easier for Diancie to live a attack here.
But
but
Sylvie,
a touch of confusion.
touch of confusion.
Yeah, up, it's over.
Oh, and it's over.
And it's Drain Punch.
There it goes. It's so close.
Boy,
but no
Sylveon just kept on calling heal moves, and yeah, that was a very close one there. But
The strategy didn't work out.
Diancie moves on. Yep. All right. Next up is Tyrantiar versus Corviknight.
That interesting.
I say you have
matchup.
you had your top 4 seeds going into this round, so yeah. I'll do Tyrantiar if you want to do Corviknight.
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta remember pressure comes into play in these kind of matchups here. So yeah.
Fucking Ditto. Just that was a great opener.
Listen, I get it. I get the instinct for it. It just, in this format, it was never going to thrive.
Such a good opener.
It's a great opener because I forgot that's how I interacted with it. Yeah.
They're just like, oh yeah, Ditto. It's a sit. You never know what it's gonna. Oh right, they can't do it.
Oh yeah, it's 5 PP. Yep, it is 5 total PP. Bullet Seed, it's not gonna do much against a still fighting flying type there.
Not this time.
Yeah. All right, Jawlock. That's gonna prevent it from leaving the battlefield.
Sure.
Rock Tomb's gonna lower speed. Okay, Tyrantiar only has 6 turns to do something, though, which is just the byproduct of playing against a Pressure Mon. Poison Fang, that's a waste of a turn there. You're going to use Howl to raise that attack.
Setting up.
Yeah, setup is not a bad thing.
Biding
you
our
call a
times.
fighting move, potentially. A knockoff, that pops off the Quick Claw.
Ooh, that was a good one. That did a bunch of damage.
Blizzard misses, okay.
Oh, shit. That
Yeah,
could've been
I
big.
think even if this goes to struggle, I think Tyrantiar can pull it off, though.
It looks like it.
Yeah, potentially. Noble Roar, lower that attack and special attack.
Yeah, Corviknight's not doing
Crush
hot.
Claw, yep, okay.
Not doing hot.
Lower
looking
lower
good.
defense at least, though. So Metronome for 3 turns of that. Glaciate's going to lower speed again. Okay, Psych Up, that's going to copy the stat differences, so
Alright, that
heals a
cleared
little
out
bit
a
of
lot.
status. Yeah, okay. Aurora Beam.
Ooh,
okay.
I thought that would have
And
done
Razor Leaf, that's something. All right, last Metronome. So,
And this is where the Quick Claw becomes the most important.
the thing that got knocked off of
Corviknight
Corviknight.
used Metronome.
Triple dive.
dive.
Oh!
No, not enough.
Oh my goodness, in close
Not
combat.
a go. And there it goes.
If it didn't call an attacking move, Tyrantiar would have lost.
Got close, but
Very close,
was
but the
that.
4 seed moves on.
hot damn.
All right. I picked the wrong Mon here who moved on. Give it a second here. I got to fix that.
Then I'll pick Articuno.
Don't pick Articuno because Articuno lost in the last round. Blaziken won.
What? I picked Blaziken the whole time. How dare you?
Yep, so it's now Nidoking versus Blaziken.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yep, you doing Blaziken?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
What
do
do you think I
Nido.
was doing?
I don't know, Nidoking.
Hey, fool.
That's
Absolute
fair,
fool.
yeah. It's an act of a peasant to pick the flame chicken. That's a peasant move right there. Although
Until that
America's
gets
all going to
boosted
be
up.
America's all going to be peasants very soon when when the
Yeah,
dollar
our
collapses in
fucking
value.
feudal
And,
lords.
yeah, poison point on turn 1. That's huge.
Speed up.
Poison point's coming in clutch for you though. Infecting status, particularly one that takes away stuff, and Misty Explosion. It's over.
Oh, with the Shadow Force active. Damn.
Yup.
Blaziken popped right out of that one.
I don't think it would have. Well, obviously, Misty Explosion would have still killed Nidoking regardless. So, all right. Next up is Melmetal, the 2 seed, versus Ursaluna, the 15 seed.
All right.
The bear that has done nothing this whole time.
the
and
bear.
Okay, yeah. All right, I'll do Melmetal then. Melmetal also hasn't had really good battles. It's just kind of been here.
Is it actually any good? Like,
It was OU last generation.
why does it even exist?
Because they want a Mon that was exclusive to the Pokemon Go players like you.
Why this Mon? This is a shitty-looking, silly Mon.
I guess because
What's
they
its
want.
backstory? What's its Pokedex entry?
I don't fucking know.
You know, like Ursaluna is
I
like
just
a
had
bear.
somebody sell me Melmetal on eBay.
That's how you got it?
Yeah, because I didn't want to do any of the Pokemon Go shit because you can only get it in Pokemon Go.
That's what I meant to do to get Tropius in Pokemon Go, because it's region locked and it's actually decent in some PvP situations.
That's interesting that it's decent because I love Tropius in random battles. But
Oh,
it is
fuck, I
fucking-
didn't put Tropius in here.
You didn't.
God
I'm surprised you
damn.
didn't. Yeah.
How could I forget Tropius?
Did I put Tropius in mine? I don't think I did.
No, I don't
I think we
so.
talked about me putting Tropius in, but I didn't.
I definitely should have put Tropius in. I can't
I would say the
believe
bear
I
is
did
winning
that.
by doing nothing again.
Oh, the bear did something to knock out all
Yeah,
that.
it did Super Fang, which cut it in half.
Oh, Super Fang.
Yeah.
That's not as fun.
No, not as fun. Although Infestation is huge here.
Rope Chop, Recharge.
Yep.
Wait, what was the recharge?
Rock Wrecker.
Ah.
Rock Wrecker on a Steel type is not ideal. Sand Tomb.
Super.
Believe the bear
good.
moves on, although Brine, our 2 seed holds on.
Oh,
How do
be
you feel about
damned.
having the Pokemon you hate being your top Mons, Rob?
I only chose it because it was a Pokemon Go Mon.
That's fair. You know, you gotta use the Mons that you're using, you know, for
God, I can't believe I forgot Tropius.
Clodsire versus Ceruledge. Clodsire versus Ceruledge. I think Clodsire wins this one. I'll pick Clodsire.
Yeah, then you beat Clodsire.
Okay.
Although Clodsire was fucking just obliterating in the last one.
I was gonna say it two-shot the
Yeah,
mono
it was
was
not
up
having
against.
any
Yeah.
shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Clodsire is fun. I love Clodsire.
It is
Clodsire
fun.
is doing much better in your bracket than they did on mine, though.
This is a fun matchup here too.
Yeah, I mean it should be Clodsire wins, especially because Poison Point hit on turn 1.
Oh,
Mega Horn
man.
doesn't really matter all that much, but yeah.
That's a little bit of damage.
I
Adds
gave it
on
the
to the
ability
poison.
Flash Fire as opposed to Weak Armor. I thought that'd be beneficial to have the immunity.
Oh yeah, that works. First
Yeah,
impression.
round. Okay, that works. Okay. First impression apparently is another move that can't be called by Metronome. So Magma Storm. Ooh.
See, now that's interesting. We looked up and there are a lot of moves that are excluded in Metronome. But then why are there a lot that just can't be used with Metronome?
Because they don't give
Like,
a fuck about Metronome.
Why cut
Metronome
some
was the funny move
intentionally?
in Gen 1, and now there's no point to Metronome, and they don't care about
Oh
it
yeah,
anymore.
definitely.
Yeah. This could be over because of Magma Storm. Yeah. Gotta see what Clodsire calls here.
Oh shit.
Okay, Rain
Rain
Dance.
Dance.
Terra
Alright,
Blast up.
Clodsire.
Doesn't affect because it's not a Terra type.
Immune.
All right, last turn to do something here. Although Magma Storm
Oh.
could let up here potentially. Twister, that's enough to knock out
There it
Clodsire.
Goodbye, Clodsire.
Oh, you now have the Mega Man looking Mon here.
With the sword hands.
Yup. All right. Submit our scores here. Ceruledge moves on to the Elite 8. Dragapult versus Florges. Could be a good matchup, 314.
Damn, you know, we could do this with Smash, too, because you can have all computer players and you
Yeah.
can set up a bunch of ridiculous rules.
We could do that, too. Yeah, I thought
That
about
might be
that.
worth doing. If you
Yeah.
end up having a Switch 2 when whatever Smash port comes out, that might actually be good to do.
Oh, we can just do it on Smash Ultimate, too. I don't think Smash
Oh,
Ultimate.
we could do Melee Online,
Yeah, when Melee
Well,
comes out, yeah.
or we can do Nintendo 64, or we can do the
GameCube,
GameCube
yeah.
Melee. We wouldn't be able... That'd actually be funny if we could go online and just make our entries computers.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I don't think we can.
Or-
Actually, we can. Probably we can, yeah.
Or we could go up against just fucking, like... We could
Because that's
just
how I unlocked
spectate
Mewtwo.
random
That's how I
matches.
unlocked Mewtwo. Was I picked Dragapult.
Wait, is...
I remember to unlock Mewtwo in Melee, I had to leave you have to leave the game on for 20 hours. So
Oh,
I just
God,
let the
yeah,
I just let the
I remember
CPU
that.
players play.
Yeah. Did Mike say he was any good at that? Which one am
Florges.
I? Oh, yeah.
Is Mike any good at Melee? Probably.
Or Smash, because we could also just have him play and then comment on his playing.
Well, Mike is a professional player, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's a fucking technical fighter, so
Yeah,
I don't know if that's down
exactly.
his alley or not.
Yeah, it's like he'd probably get. I don't know if he'd be into that or not. I mean, it's an option. I always love. I love to do things with Mike that engage him. Inea the Somnium File sadly does not for some reason, as we learned while playing with him. But yeah, it just be what it be. Huh? Although I think he'll be more engaged with No Sleep for Kaname Date because of the escape room puzzles. I think he'll enjoy those. And also I think having him do Aiba, because I know we've been passing Aiba around as a character the whole time, but I think him doing Aiba will keep him more engaged because Aiba has more things to
That's
do
certainly
on
a way
a
to phrase
scene-by-scene
Aiba.
basis. Huh?
That's certainly a way to phrase Aiba.
What, that we pass her around?
Yeah, you monster.
We do pass her around. I did her voice for the first game. You did hers for the second game.
Absolute monster. You know what never really added up in fucking AI 2?
Yeah.
Or did it add up? The other sync machine not stabbing out someone's eye. Did they say somebody went and updated that, or was that just what we were assuming?
We presume Pewter did some upgrading to it or something.
But now
or
we know that
other.
Pewter was in jail because this third game,
Well,
he's in jail.
this is true. Yeah.
Struggle.
Yeah, that is true.
It's already struggle?
He is in jail.
Disabled.
Disabled. Get curse body popping off.
Goodbye, Florges. You
Tried.
had-
Water spout.
All right, Florges, you just need like a moon blast, and that's that.
Well, it's
I
not
mean,
going to get it with
not with
struggling
struggling.
right now. Yeah.
With the struggling.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. Florges.
Dragapult moves on. The top seeds are doing well in the tournament here. You got the 2, 3, and 4 seeds all moved on.
Oh,
All right,
man.
next up in the last round of the Sweet 16 is Como-O versus the Whale Lord.
Hell yeah, Whale Lord time, bitches.
The funny mon.
Whale Lord going to the top.